Hey, happy Monday. Happy 1st of March. And I am so tickled to be celebrating and reflecting some things I've been discovering along a journey. And I am out here on a 25-degree sunshine day, retracing some steps, retracing some memories of things that I discovered along my journey to getting here and where I want to go from here. So a lot of you know that back in 2015 I went on a lifestyle change journey, and I made some choices and I made some decisions about where I was going and what I wanted to create for myself. But it all wasn't really obvious or visible to me how this was all going to come about and how it was going to transform my life. I just know that back when I embarked on this journey in August of 2015, I was really uncomfortable in my skin. I was uncomfortable at my weight and in my mindset, and I decided to get started on this crazy journey. So I reached a 45-pound weight loss goal without exercise, by the way, that I started. So between August 24th and December 24th, I learned a lot about myself, about nutrition. I had this amazing plan that helped me. And then what came? It's like, okay, well, I got to this healthy place and I knew that I wanted to stay here. I knew that I wanted to not just create health in that season, but to actually never go back to being in that miserable place that my body had gotten to. The shame I felt, the discomfort I felt, I never wanted to go back. And we have this amazing program, an amazing transformational system. And a part of that program is that we work on micro habits, taking small steps. And in one of the elements, element 18, we talk about healthy movement for sustaining lifelong health. And so that was, for me, it was the next step. And it took me a few months, I'm not gonna lie. January, February, March, I started digging a little deeper into my life book. I started to read more about what healthy motion was gonna mean for me in the big picture. And Dr. A gave us some tips. And one of them was that we just start. He said, I want to encourage you to start with walking 20 minutes a day. 5 minutes as a warm-up, 10 minutes of walking, but you're gonna walk at a pace where you can comfortably breathe and carry a conversation. And then 5 minutes of cool down. And that's where we started. I started that back 6 years ago, or I lied, 5 years ago. March of 2016, I started walking this hike. I want to flash forward way before when I first moved to this community. I tried walking this walk to go to church, Ash Wednesday, and I was huffing and puffing. I was sweating profusely by the time I got to church. Actually thought I was going to have a heart attack. I had no idea that I was that out of shape. You know, that was 11 years ago. Crazy how in those next 5 years, going forward to today, and I can run up and down these hills on a good day. It's icy today. I'm not doing that today. But that I had trained my body, and I've fallen in love with not just moving my body, but running. If anyone would have told me that back in 2015 when I started this journey, that someday I was going to love running, I'd be laughing at you. But the point I wanted to bring today is when you're ready to make a change in your life, it is so much easier to make the changes in small, incremental, doable steps. So small that even on your worst day and on your most difficult day, that you can set yourself up to win. So taking these small steps, physically moving my body back in 2016 in March, actually set me on a course to helping me optimize the health that I created for myself. And it's one of the tools that I use now, not as a weight loss tool, but as a tool to help me optimize my health. It also sets me up with the endorphins, so I feel better about myself. I feel like I'm doing something. It's good for my heart, it's good for my brain, it's good for my overall well-being. Because we do know that in order to live our fullest and best life, we got to be able to do the things we want to do. And the trajectory and the path that I was on before I started on this journey, sedentary, not doing much, wasn't going to get me this. And where I was when I started, I was not capable of doing this. But I decided to take those first few steps. The first time I walked this, I probably walked around the block. I know I did not do a hill. But as I kept building on my stamina and my skills and my ability, other things started coming. And so for me, the transformation has been about the small little steps I've taken to improve my health. You see, I'm not competing with anybody other than the Corey I was yesterday. I want to improve the quality of life so that I can live my very best life. And now what's really amazing is I get to help others do the same thing in their life. I get to help others take those small little steps in the forward. It's not a race, it's about progress, moving forward, celebrating every single win. And today, it's an aha moment that I get to look back 5 years ago in March when I was reading in my life book about why and how to add those steps into my day. The goal at that time was to get to 20,000 steps a week. Today, I think I do that in a day. But when I started, I didn't have that ability yet. So I'm going to encourage you, wherever you are today, if you are wanting to build a new habit into your life, such as walking, start small. Like, can you go around the block? Can you just get yourself warmed up and then push yourself a little bit to push at a pace where you're not huffing and puffing, but you are exerting a little bit, and then let your body cool down, and then build on that. Build on adding 5 minutes a week. Your goal is 30 minutes a day. in getting your body moving. It's actually really doable. The hardest part is in anything, it's making that decision to get started. But the discoveries you're going to make about yourself along the way, I will promise you, are going to blow you away. I hope you have a great week. What are some goals you are working on for yourself this week? And here we are at a new month, this month. And do you have community? Do you have somebody who's linking arms with you to reach your goals, to hold you accountable to what you said you wanted? If you're looking for a partner, I'm looking for people who are looking to move forward in their health. Financial, emotional, mental, physical, every area. We got a place for you here. Love to have you join the party. Have a great week.